is Tamara Bennett with Southern Adoornments Decor, and every time, not every time I've gone live, but lately when I've been going live, we've been painting little pumpkins on this cute little fall banner that I bought on the Target dollar spot for $3. So the first live we did, we painted these two, and I've got a little black paint there I got to touch up, but we did some gold and white stripes, some polka dots, some paisley and swirls, and some leopard print with gold metallic. And so we've got 3 left. I thought we had 4 left, so I was only going to paint 2, and then when I realized there's 3, I'm like, well, we might as well paint all 3. So I have a list here of different types of patterns that you guys gave me ideas for that we can do. So I was thinking we could do some buffalo plaid, of course, maybe some orange and white plaid, and then maybe some chevron. I don't know. We'll see. I like to space the colors apart, and I'm kind of trying to do like a color scheme that's similar. So maybe on, let me think. Okay. Maybe on this one, I could do a little bit of orange, and then maybe white and gold. And then we may not get to do buffalo plaid, like black and white buffalo plaid. We might have to do something with teal over here. Just, I have like issues with symmetry, and I really like for things to be symmetrical. So I don't want to have like, I don't know. I don't want it to be weird. So, ooh, teal buffalo plaid might be really cute, Brooklyn. It's a good idea. So since I know I'm going to do like white and gold chevron on this one, I'm going to go ahead and give it a base coat of white, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do from there. We'll start with what we know we're going to do. So I've been on here every day talking about Painters Clubhouse. If any of you guys have questions about the Painters Clubhouse, a lot of the gals on here are already Painters Clubhouse members, so they can tell you how awesome it is. But I will be happy to answer any questions you might have and kind of explain it to you. So if you're new here and have no clue what it is my membership group where I teach you how to paint door hangers, and we work on growing your confidence and painting skills. So if you feel like if you're one of those people that always say, I don't have an artistic bone in my body, then you're in the right place. Because I teach you how to grow those artistic bones, so to speak. That sounds kind of silly, doesn't it? But anyway, okay, so a little backstory here. Did you know that once upon a time, I thought I was so bad at art, or I thought I would be bad at art, so my fear kept me from trying, and I actually avoided taking art class in high school because I thought I was going to be bad at it. So what I did instead was take a bunch of foreign language classes, because you had to take either foreign language or art. That's what you had to choose. And I thought, well, I know I'm no good at art, but I'm decent at speaking Spanish, so we're going to do that. And so I'm kicking myself now, because I'm like, well, man, if I had just taken those art classes in high school, I probably would have figured out a lot sooner that I had this hidden talent that I didn't know I had, or like I didn't know that you could like learn how to do this. A lot of people think mistakenly, there's like a myth that you have to be born with an artistic talent. Now, some people are born with it, but you don't have to be. You can acquire a talent. Oh man, I forgot to bring a cup of water in here. We'll just have to rinse brushes later. Where can you purchase the pumpkins? Ruby, I don't sell these pumpkins. They were in the Target dollar spot for $3. It's a little banner you can get. So go to the Target dollar spot and get you some. Chris signed up last night and got her jigsaw tonight. She's nervous but excited. Awesome. That's totally okay. So what I want you guys to understand is that even though you're uncomfortable, even though you feel like maybe you can't do it, more than likely you can, and you just don't know it. I was looking at my patterns. I couldn't remember. Okay, so we're going to do a teal buffalo plaid, and we're going to do gold chevron. Maybe on this one we could do like the harlequin pattern. You know what I'm talking about? Like the little diamonds. So let's go ahead and paint it white, and then we'll do some orange diamonds. So anyways, my story. I was talking about not knowing how to paint, or not knowing anything about art. I didn't really discover that I could paint until I started having paint parties in my home. It was really low key. It was just with a group of friends. We were just doing something. I knew I was crafty. I could almost always like find a project and figure out how to do it. that was kind of my secret power or whatever. But I didn't really consider myself talented at painting. I just always liked to try things. So it wasn't until I started doing paint parties in my home that I really started to enjoy it. And it really wasn't until I turned it into a business that I got good enough at it to be confident, which is kind of funny. You would think it would be the other way around. You would think you would find the confidence first and then start your business, but that's not how it happened for me. I started the business because I knew it would be easy to get other people to have fun at a paint party and make money, even if I wasn't confident that that I could teach them. I don't know if that makes any sense to y'all, but I just felt like, okay, we're just going to have fun. We're going to paint together. If they turn out cute, that's awesome. If they don't, that's awesome. I mean, if they don't, it's going to be okay because we're having a good time. That's the whole point of all of this. And so I started doing paint parties. And over time at the paint parties, people started to like say, oh my goodness, you're really good at this. Or that's way better than I could have done if I like helped them with their hand lettering. And so all of those little compliments over time built up, and I started to develop a little bit of confidence. And then I was kind of like, you know, this is different. I didn't expect to be good at this, and now everybody's saying I'm good at this, so I must be decent at it, you know. And eventually my confidence grew so much that I started to believe it. And so that's what I want for all of you. I want you to like just give it a try, to just you know, step out of your comfort zone, try something new, and you never know how far it might take you. You might end up starting your own business and you don't even expect it. Have you ever used a RotoZip? I tried it once, but mine was a really old RotoZip, and I don't think it worked very well. But by then I was already very comfortable with the jigsaw, and so I was like, this is for the birds. I'm going to use the jigsaw. So that's what I ended up doing. I stuck with the jigsaw because the RotoZip I had was really old. I'm sure if it was a new RotoZip, it would have worked just fine, because I know there are women who use RotoZips to cut out their door hangers. So whatever your tool of choice is and whatever makes you comfortable to cut, use that. Because if you are comfortable using a RotoZip, then don't use that instead of trying to learn the jigsaw. There's no sense in learning how to use a jigsaw if you can use a RotoZip. Okay, we've got all of them painted white. And this one's almost dry. So while this is dry, let me see if there's any questions. Danita says, I'm crafty, but gave it up for years. Hard to pick it back up with confidence. Well, see, Danita, the thing is it is hard to pick it up with confidence immediately, but a lot of times if you just start with one project is going to give you some learning experience. It's going to kind of like awaken that craftiness that's deep inside of you that maybe you haven't used in a long time. And okay, hang on, let me draw this. I've got more thoughts. Hang on. Pam Savage bought 11 of these at Target. Can you buy Target dollar spot stuff on Target's website? I thought about going on and buying some more of these and selling them or giving them away as giveaways. Okay, this one's dry enough. We can go ahead and do some chevron on it. What was I going to say? Okay, I had other thoughts and I lost my train of thought. So I was going to talk about how some of you guys who join Painters Clubhouse will be ready to hit the ground running. You'll be ready to do your first project immediately. And some of you won't. And that's totally okay. We're all on our own paths. Here we go. That's the one I wanted. We are all on our own paths. So we've had people who waited a good 6 months in the clubhouse before they painted their first door hanger. And you might think that's kind of crazy, but some people just have to marinate on it a while. They have to like mull it over and think about it and kind of work up their courage. And everybody's different. I'm the kind of person, like if I think, oh, I might could do that, I'm out buying the supplies today. But not everybody's like me. Not everybody's like that, and that's okay. Okay, I'm going to try to freehand chevron. We'll see how this goes. So, some of you are going to start out jigsaw cutting your own door hangers and just go for it. And some of you are going to buy blanks for a while. And that is totally okay too. You don't have to jump right in and learn all the things first. So we have had members who started out buying the blanks, and they got pretty decent and pretty comfortable with the painting part of it. And then after they got comfortable with the painting part of it, it was like, you know, I feel like I've got this down. I want to learn how to use the jigsaw now. And so they actually, some of them learned to use the jigsaw second. It's kind of like they had to get the courage to paint first before they got the courage to cut it. And so if that's you, that's totally fine. You don't have to be perfect and on it right out the gate. You know, you can take this at your own pace. Okay. You couldn't find them on Target's website. Bummer. Nikki said, that's so true. I painted one rustic pumpkin this past week as my first, and it gave me so much confidence that I can do this. Nikki, thank you so much for sharing that with me. I appreciate that so much. Another thing I wanted to point out is that a lot of times you don't have confidence in your own abilities until someone else like compliments you. And so I can't remember who it was. If you're watching and you remember her, or if she's watching, and if you're a Clubhouse member and you remember who I'm talking about, tell me her name. But there was somebody in the Clubhouse who said that they didn't have confidence in their own door hangers. They weren't like real proud of them, but she had them hanging up like in her garage or something, and a neighbor or somebody came over to get something or do something, and they saw all of her door hangers hanging up in her garage, and they started asking about them and complimenting them and saying how cool they were and how cute they were and that she had so much talent. And she said, it wasn't until I heard her saying how much talent I had that I started to have any confidence in myself at all. She said it was like she had to hear it through someone else's voice before she believed it. And so I think this lady that came over to her house ended up buying a couple of them from her. And you know what? That lady who came over probably had no idea the impact that she had on the confidence in this woman. I wish I could remember her name. I was looking to see if anybody commented and told me who it was. It's somebody in our Clubhouse. But, you know, she probably had, my chevron turned out pretty good for freehand. I'm proud of that. She probably had no confidence in herself, or like unsure that she could sell one, but it took one person complimenting her door hangers in her garage, and she wasn't even trying to sell them. And then all of a sudden she's got this newfound confidence, and she's like, you know what, maybe I can actually make some extra money doing all of this. And so when we did the fall door hanger challenge, I really encouraged the women in that challenge to this will work. I really encouraged the women in that challenge to step outside their comfort zone and post pictures of their door hangers on their Facebook page. And the reason I did that was because I knew, just because I know how people are, I knew if they did that, one of their friends would be like, oh my goodness, where did you get that? Or did you make that? And that's all it really takes. It takes one person complimenting it and saying it's really cute and thinking you bought it somewhere else. And you are like super proud to be like, no, I made it. And so when you have the bravery to post it online usually, or show a friend, almost always they're going to be so surprised that you made it because they didn't know you had this talent inside of you and you didn't either. And then they're going to be like, can I buy one? And you're going to think to yourself, oh man, like I wasn't prepared for this question. Like I don't know how much I even want to sell them for. So in your mind right now, I want you to think about what price you would be comfortable accepting for a door hanger that you paint right now. Even if you feel like it's not that cute. What price do you think you'd be comfortable accepting? Is it like $20? Is it $25? Even if it's just $15, as long as it's enough to more than cover your supplies, it's okay. We're going to do buffalo plaid on this in a minute, not just stripes. Oh, thank you, Tracy. She said my chevron is awesome. Dana said this is a silly question, but do you reuse those egg cartons? No, I don't reuse them. I let them kind of fill up with paint and then I throw them away. Cassie said, I hung one up at work and sold it right off the door that day, and I was stunned. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Cassie. I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Cassie or Casey? Short A or long A? I need to know. Miranda said, I joined last time the Clubhouse was open. I tried selling door hangers at a few local fairs, but recently, I can't read all of it, new vendors market I did this afternoon in town, and I'm renting wall space. The store opened 2 weeks ago, and I made my monthly rent plus $200 more. Thank you, Tamara, for the inspiration and confidence. High five to you, Miranda. That is amazing. So you made enough to almost pay for a whole year's worth of Painters Clubhouse. You can go out and buy all kinds. It is Casey. I'll remember that now. Thank you. But yeah, that's incredible. I'm so proud of you. So that's what I'm talking about right there. Like, sometimes you just don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And I want to show you guys what is possible. I want you guys to have that moment where you're like, oh my goodness, everything I thought up until now is not true. I thought I wasn't good at painting. I thought, that I'd never be able to sell door hangers. And oh my goodness, it really is possible. Like, I want you guys to have those little moments for yourself. My straps are really not turning out very straight, but I'm not too worried about it. We're going for it anyway. This one's a little crooked. Okay, now let's make it into buffalo plaid. We're going to go the other direction with it. And then we'll darken up where they crisscross. Okay, Danette says, I signed up and no email received. Danette, we have had some serious tech problems today. So if you have not received an email, either one of two things happened. Either we've been busy dealing with tech problems and haven't sent out your email yet today, or it could be that it went to an email address you weren't aware that we sent it to. We've been sending them to the email that's associated with your PayPal account. So whatever email you have to use to log into PayPal, that's the email you probably need to be checking, and it's probably in your spam folder. If you guys join, just be aware it might be a day or two before we're able to get you into the website and into the Facebook group, because we've had so many tech problems. But we're not going to let this stop us. We're not going to give up. We are going to get everybody in, and we are working diligently to get all of that sorted out. We are so excited. Everyone is joining us, and we've had so many join. I think we're at like almost 350 new members now. And so we've had so many people join that it's overwhelmed us and the website and all the technology, which, I'm trying not to complain. I'm trying to see all the blessings and not complain too much about tech issues. Oh, look, hey, that's looking pretty cute. We're going to thicken up or like darken up the areas where they crisscross. So I'm going to get a little bit of navy blue and mix it in with my turquoise. Okay, Kate says, I've been trying to join, but it keeps kicking me up. Okay, Kate, some people have had problems because it has said like, let me see if that's dark enough. Not quite. It has said like that your email already exists. So I want you to try clicking on the members login area up at the top and see if it will let you sign in. And then after you have signed in, see if it will let you then join the Painters Clubhouse. I don't know if that will work or not. If that does not work, send an email to southern-adoornmentsdecor@gmail.com. Subject line Hannah. That's my assistant who's going through, and bless her heart, she's overwhelmed, but she's going through one by one and helping everyone who's having tech issues. So we will get you in somehow, some way. But if you don't know what Painters Clubhouse is, like I said, it's my membership group. We teach 2 door hanger tutorials every single month, and we teach occasional like tech, what am I trying to say? Technique. I don't know why I could not get that word to come out. It kept wanting to come out technological. Technique. We teach like a couple of techniques every now and then. We do round table paint nights twice a month together where we all hop on a Zoom call, which is like a video conference, and we can see each other and we can chat, and it's just really a great time to get to know other Clubhouse members, get to know me a little bit better. It's a great time for me to get to know you and to help you with anything you might be struggling with. And so I love the round table paint nights because, normally you guys just see me. But in round table nights, I get to see you and hear your voice, and so you become more like a real person to me. And so it's one of my favorite nights of the month. Sometimes we're going to do one next month on like a Sunday afternoon though. So Brittany said, I just started painting door hangers about 3 weeks ago, and I just got the courage watching you tonight to ask my friends. I won't Facebook show me the whole comment. It's not letting me open up the rest of it. I'll go back and read it later, Brittany, but that sounds fun. It sounds like you might be doing a paint party. Sign in takes you to subscribe to the free library, but you did that. Okay, so after you sign in, can you then go to paintersclubhouse.com and sign up? Like register? Okay. Can you do it off of your phone? Yes, Bessie, you can. Okay, look how cute this buffalo plaid looks. I've never done turquoise buffalo plaid. Is it still buffalo plaid even if it's not black and white? I don't even know. All right, so we were going to do buffalo plaid, chevron, and houndstooth. I had forgotten what we were doing. And what color were we doing houndstooth? Oh, man, I got my colors mixed up. I meant to do the chevron and gold. Okay, we'll do gold houndstooth. We'll just change it up. Let me get another flat tip brush and some gold paint. That's what I get for talking. I get mixed up on what my plan was and do something different. Thank you, Sheila and Ashley. Hi, Claudia. Okay, so this is how I do diamond, and it might not be the right way, and I'm not even but you can use a ruler to do this. But since this is so small, I'm just going to freehand it. So I'm going to do stripes, or just lines going this way first, and I'm holding my flat tip brush up at a weird angle here. I'm trying to eyeball them and make them fairly evenly spaced. And then we're going to go the other direction. And then we're going to fill them in. So this is not all, although I kind of like this look. It's kind of pretty. I may have to leave it like this. Like, this was not the intended design that I was going to do, but I really like the way this looks. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to keep it like that. I really like that. Okay, so normally if I was doing Harlequin pattern or diamonds, I would go ahead and fill in these diamonds here, and then I would skip these and then fill those in, skip those, you know, like, so I would do every other one. But I really like the way that looks, just kind of crossed like that. It's not too gold and overwhelming, so I kind of like that. It's just a little touch of it. And you can even take and put, let me get a round tip brush and show you what I mean. You can even take and put like a little dot in the middle of each one, like we could do that with the turquoise. And put a cute little dot right in the middle of every one. And then it kind of looks a little bit like a Fabergé egg. That's cute. I can't wait to hang this up somewhere and take a picture of it for you guys. It's going to be so cute. Isn't that cute? What gold is that? Mindy, it is Dazzling Metallics by Deco Art, Emperor's Gold. It's kind of got a coppery gold look to it, like a brassy gold. Thank you, Kimberly. This shirt came from the Dirt Road Boutique in Paducah, Kentucky. Okay, so we still need to do, like on these two, we did some like little black lines and stuff, so we still need to do that on these. And I used a paint pen on the other ones, but I think I'm going to use just a regular brush on these because the paint is still wet. And a paint pen would drag through the paint and make a mess and ruin the paint pen. So I don't want to do that. So instead we're going to use a brush. I'm just using a teeny tiny little liner brush. And I forgot to do it on these, so I'm going to do these also. Just make sure you dip in a nice little puddle of paint and then just drag that liner brush up and around like so. There we go. Let's do this one. Whoop. I almost dropped it. And then I've got to paint the little stems brown. I forgot to do that. Kind of holding my breath. That's why I got so quiet. Because I'm like balancing this on my hand. And I know if I talk too much, I might mess up. Okay. I've got all my little brushes sitting up here with paint all over them. I've got to also get some brown and do the little stems. So if we request a password reset, is that something the website automatically sends out? Yes, I believe so. Password resets are just done through the website platform. Hannah doesn't have to help that. Brooklyn, try searching my name, just Tamara, and see if it comes up. If you're searching your email for an email from me. But I would love to have you guys join Painters Clubhouse. It's the best place on Facebook, to be honest with you. And if you guys will give me a minute, I will be happy to show you what we're going to be painting next month, what I'm going to be teaching you guys, what we're painting. Let me bring it up. It is the cutest little thing you've ever seen. Where did I send it? Well, I said I was going to, and now I'm like looking to see, because I think I emailed it to myself. Here we go. Maybe this is it. Yep. Okay. So I designed this the other night, and this is what we're going to be painting next month. How cute is that? Little reindeer wrapped in Christmas lights. He's precious. I just want to squeeze him. So that's what we're going to be painting next month. Right now you have access to a cotton milk jug tutorial, which I do have a picture of that on here you can see. It looks like this. This is not the painted version, but this is what the mock-up looks like. So we have a tutorial in there right now that you guys can paint for that one. And then we have one that's like a fall banner with sunflowers on it that Melissa Howington taught us. And you can go and watch that one. You can also access all of the beginner's course materials. And there's two door hanger tutorials in there that are on just a regular like classic frame shape. And of course it's got like the jigsaw tutorial and the scroll saw tutorial. It's got a tutorial showing you how to do hand lettering with graphite paper or with a stencil, either way. So there's plenty of materials in there for you right now. And I'm just excited to welcome all of you into the Clubhouse. But I wanted to share a couple of testimonials from the Painters Clubhouse members in their words. So Sandy says, because of you, I have found something I love doing, and I'm happier now than I have been in a very long time. The event that you put on last March has also inspired me to move forward with trying turning this into a business, which is something I've always wanted to do. I just didn't know that until I met you. I think she means like she didn't know what kind of business she wanted to do. Plus, I have made some new friends that I will forever cherish. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do for everyone. You're an amazing woman. And then here's another one from Erica Wallace. She's one of our Clubhouse rock stars. Tamara has encouraged me more than she'll ever know. I was always the girl who showed up to painting with a twist by herself, but was always nervous about people seeing the finished project. I have a garage full of canvases that have never been hung. After just 1 month of binge watching Tamara's videos and finally joining the group, my confidence has soared. Erica is like a wallflower. I tell her, like, when she joined the Clubhouse, she was so quiet. She didn't hardly ever comment. And then she did one tutorial teaching us how to do a rustic American flag. And it was like all of a sudden she blossomed into this like vibrant member of the Clubhouse. And we just all adore her. She also said, the group is truly amazing. I've been a part of many Facebook crafting communities, and this is the only one that I've ever been engaged in. In the other groups, people only want to promote themselves as individuals, but when a person asks for help or advice, it's always crickets in the comments. This group is so encouraging and supporting of one another. It's not like that in here. So Erica has a great point. In our clubhouse, we are all about community over competition. We don't believe in competing with one another or worrying about who's copying who or any of that. We actually encourage, I encourage every member of my clubhouse to copy something that I've made if that's what they need to do in order to become more confident with what they're painting. Because you guys know, when you're learning to do something, sometimes you have to learn by watching what others do, and you have to learn by copying something someone else does until you kind of get the hang of it. And so that is kind of our journey to painter's confidence, honestly. We start with like painting your first door hanger, and then we take you to learning how to like maybe design your own door hanger that that you didn't see from an example photo, and then eventually teaching others to paint what you're painting. Yes, it is $37 a month or $370 for the whole year. Now, if you're paying monthly, every month you will have access to new content, and you won't have access to stuff that we've done in the past until you get to the 6-month mark. And when you get to the 6-month mark, you receive access to all of the previous content in our Clubhouse vault that we have had in there for a year and a half. If you want access to that now, you can go ahead and pay for the year, and that gives you free access, or not free, but if you paid for it, it gives you early access to the Clubhouse vault if you pay for the year in full. But if you don't pay for the year in full, then you have to wait until your 6-month mark to get access to all the old stuff. But don't worry about it, because you've got plenty of things that you can be watching and doing from now till then to keep you busy. And honestly, it's better if you take it slow and learn before you start getting too overwhelmed with way too many tutorials. So Angel says, I'm thinking about joining, but I'm scared. Okay, what specifically is making you scared? Are you scared that you're like not going to be able to do it? Because I guarantee you there's probably 10 people watching right now who were scared that they couldn't do it until they did. And now that they've painted their first door hanger, or if they've painted at least one door hanger, their confidence has soared. I know Casey was one of them. Ashley says, can I see all of your pumpkins? Yeah, let's do a pumpkin show and tell. So here's the first one. We've got this one. And this one. And this one. And then this one. And then this one. And then the little buffalo plaid. Which one's y'all's favorite? Okay, Tara, I will try to hold it up. The only problem is sometimes it starts to swing and make a mess, and it's hard to hold it so that you can see all of it, because I'm not backed up far enough. But I'll take a picture of it, hang it up, and post it for you guys. But I love the color scheme. I tried to stick with gold, white, orange, turquoise, those sort of colors. Penny said, okay, gosh, I'm about to rip my hair out. I can't watch you live. There's no sound. You're going to have to leave and come back in, Penny. It's something glitching in your Facebook app. And somebody said, Angel, you can do it. Casey said, I was definitely one of them, for sure. Okay, somebody's favorite's the paisley, buffalo plaid, paisley, harlequin. See, everybody's got their own, like, what they like. So it's funny to see how everybody likes something different. If I had to pick a favorite, I think it's the leopard print, but is that any surprise, really? Okay, well, I will be back tomorrow. I've got a couple of pumpkin cutouts that are about 12 inches. I thought we might do something fun and do a little bit of lettering on them, so we might paint those on Facebook Live tomorrow if you want to come back and join me then. Detra said, I'm scared I'm not going to do well, but I'm going to try my best. That's the perfect attitude to have. Is it Detra? I bet it's Detra. I'm probably saying it wrong. Sorry. Jessica, yes, I seal them with Rust-Oleum lacquer. So that is the perfect attitude to have, really. It just needs to be the attitude that I don't care how long it takes me. I'm going to try this, even if I have to go at my own pace, which may not be the same pace someone else goes at. Because we've had, like I said, we've had people in the clubhouse who've been in there for 6 months, and they finally just now painted their first door hanger. And I was surprised, but to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that, because some of you guys are going to need to kind of build up your confidence over time and watch lots of videos and just kind of like, what's it called? Osmosis, where you like absorb knowledge just by listening and watching and not doing. We all learn differently. I learn with my hands by actually doing. Some people learn by reading, and some people learn by just watching and observing. So if you're one of those who learns by observing, you may take longer before you actually take those first steps to do the thing, because you feel like you need to observe more and take in more information before you do it. Cheryl said, I love to paint because it's a release for me, and I would love to sign up for your club, but I am on disability and my check doesn't go so far. Okay, Cheryl, you need to talk to Vicky Stowe, who is in the Painters Clubhouse. She is also disabled, and she did not have the money to join Painters Clubhouse last spring. What she did was she picked a couple of items in her house that she didn't need anymore, and she sold them so that she would have enough money, extra money, to sign up. And it was really only enough money for the first 2 months. And what she did was she had a can-do attitude, and once she got in the clubhouse, she painted her first couple of door hangers and she sold them. And then she had money to learn to paint again and again. So like it kind of then started to snowball and compound. It's like she, started out with no money to join. She sold a couple things. Then she had the money to join. Then she made things that made more money so that she could stay in the clubhouse. And now she's one of our most valued members, and we love her. And she has a disability, and she took 6 months before she actually bought her first jigsaw. I don't know when she bought it, but before she actually used the jigsaw to cut for her first time. And she said she wasn't going to let it hold her back anymore. She was going to do it anyways, and I'm so proud of her. Penny said, I'm on disability and I did the same. I'm so proud of you guys. Some of you guys need this so badly. It's like you need a hobby, you need a distraction, you need therapy. This is like therapy. It is. And it's like a support group. So some of you guys need this very badly. It's like you don't know exactly what it's going to do for you in your life until you try it. And there have been so many people who have joined my membership who have told me it has changed their life. And that's what keeps me doing this. It's what keeps me going. It's not even the money, really. I mean, the money's great, and the money helps support my family. But what drives me is all of these women who say it has changed their life, and they say that they've been able to do something they never thought they could do. Beverly says it's such a blessing. We love you, Beverly. Thank you. No, Jackie, I'm sorry you can't buy these pumpkins. I'm going to hang them up in my house. I don't want to keep them. Angie says that's why I'm joining. Wonderful. Shauna said, just doing the fall challenge has really helped my anxiety and depression. Oh my goodness, Shauna. And think how much cheaper it is than real therapy or medication. It's way cheaper. And it's more fun than taking medication or going to therapy. Angel says, how do I sign up? I've ordered my jigsaw and it arrived. Okay. You can go to paintersclubhouse.com, or you can just click on the link that I put up here at the top of this video as soon as it's over. Yay, Pam signed up. Oh my goodness, Pam. I'm just so proud of you. You've come a long way. I know when you were at the event last March in Nashville, you were like, I don't know if I'm any good at this, but I'm having fun. And I love that attitude, because that's what it's all about. You need to have fun first and foremost, and then you'll, it's even more fun when you feel like you're getting better at it. Hannah got, okay, good, Bunny. I'm so glad. All right, well, my husband has been neglected today and yesterday and the day before. He has not got to spend much time with me, so I'm going to get off here and hopefully go watch one of our TV shows together and spend some quality time with him. But I'll be back tomorrow painting another pumpkin with you guys, but this one's going to be just like a little 10-inch like porch sign attachment, or we might use it as like a little shelf sitter, but I'm going to do a little hand lettering on it. So come back and join me tomorrow, and I will be happy to answer more of your questions. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, scroll to the bottom of the sign up page. There's a frequently asked questions section there that will answer anything you might be wondering. Y'all have a great night. I will see you soon.